Big news is shaking up the tech and cybersecurity communities across Canada. The Canadian government has announced a bold move, banning the Flipper Zero, along with other similar hacking devices. Starting in 2025, this decision is aimed at combating the rising tide of car thefts. It's a problem that has plagued many Canadian cities. But what does this ban really mean, and is it the right solution? Let's break it all down. First, what exactly is the Flipper Zero? If you're not familiar with it, it's often described as a Swiss Army knife for geeks and tech enthusiasts. It's a small, portable, multi-tool device that can interact with various types of wireless signals and digital systems. It can read, copy, and emulate RFID tags, radio remotes, and NFC cards. For hobbyists, security researchers, and IT professionals, it's an invaluable tool for testing and understanding digital security in a hands-on way. You can use it to check the security of your own garage door, clone your building's access fob for convenience, or explore the world of radio frequencies. It's designed to be a learning tool, a powerful gadget that puts complex technology into the palm of your hand. The official reasoning put forward by Innovation. Science and Economic Development Minister Francois-Philippe Champagne is to crack down on sophisticated car thefts. Modern cars rely heavily on wireless key fobs that use rolling codes for security. Thieves have been using advanced techniques, including what are known as relay attacks and replay attacks, to capture the signals from these key fobs, bypass the vehicle's security, and drive away with the car. The government believes devices like the Flipper Zero are making these kinds of high-tech thefts easier and more accessible. By banning the importation, sale, and use of such devices, they hope to cut off a key tool used by criminals and make it harder to steal cars. The numbers behind the car theft problem are indeed staggering. According to reports, a car is stolen every 6 minutes in Canada, and this crime has cost the country over $1 billion. It's a serious issue affecting thousands of Canadians, causing financial loss and a great deal of stress. From this perspective, the government's action seems like a direct and decisive step to protect citizens and their property. They are trying to get ahead of the technology that criminals are exploiting. Many experts argue that this ban is a classic case of blaming the tool, not the user. They say that while the Flipper Zero can be used for malicious purposes, its primary function is for education, research, and legitimate security auditing. Banning it, they contend, is like banning crowbars because they can be used for break-ins. Crowbars have many legitimate uses in construction and demolition, just as the Flipper Zero has legitimate uses in tech and security. Security professionals use these tools to perform what are called penetration tests or pen tests. They are hired by companies to find vulnerabilities in their systems before malicious hackers do. By using devices like the Flipper Zero, they can identify weaknesses in a company's wireless security, access control systems, or other digital infrastructure. This allows the company to fix those weaknesses, making everyone safer. By banning these tools, the government might be unintentionally hindering the work of the very people who are trying to improve cybersecurity in Canada. It's a bit of an own goal, some might say. Furthermore, critics point out that determined criminals will always find a way to get the tools they need. Banning the Flipper Zero in Canada won't make it disappear from the global market. Thieves will likely just source it or similar, perhaps even more powerful, devices from other countries through the dark web or other illicit channels. Some argue that a ban might even create a more profitable black market for these devices. The dedicated criminals who are stealing cars for a living are not just casual hobbyists. They are part of organized crime rings with resources to acquire whatever tools they need, legal or not. Another major point of contention is the effectiveness of the Flipper Zero for modern car theft. While it's a capable device, many security researchers claim that it's not the go-to tool for stealing modern cars with advanced rolling code key fobs. The techniques required are often much more complex and require more specialized and often more expensive equipment. The Flipper Zero is great for simpler fixed code systems like older garage door openers, but it struggles with the sophisticated cryptographic security used in today's vehicles. So, the narrative that the Flipper Zero is the primary culprit behind the surge in car thefts might be an oversimplification. This leads to a broader question. Where should the responsibility lie? Should we ban the tools, or should we be pushing car manufacturers to build more secure vehicles? Many believe the focus should be on the auto industry. If cars are being stolen this easily, it points to a fundamental flaw in their design. They argue that the device is being unfairly scapegoated for a much larger, more complex problem. So what happens now? The ban is set to take effect in 2025. This gives the government time to iron out the details of the legislation. What will be the penalties for owning or importing a Flipper Zero? How will they enforce this ban? And will there be exceptions for legitimate security researchers and professionals? These are all questions that need answers. If there are no clear exemptions, Canada risks a brain drain of cybersecurity talent, as professionals may find it difficult to do their jobs without access to essential tools. It's a really complex issue with valid points on both sides. On one hand, you have a government trying to respond to a very real and growing crime wave that is affecting thousands of people. They want to be seen as taking action to protect Canadians. On the other hand, you have a community of experts who believe this action is misguided, ineffective, and will have unintended negative consequences for cybersecurity research and education in the country. They believe the government is targeting a symptom, not the root cause of the problem. The debate over the Flipper Zero ban in Canada highlights a classic struggle in our modern digital world: the balance between security and freedom. How do we regulate technology to prevent its misuse without stifling innovation, education, and the legitimate work of professionals? There's no easy answer. This case will certainly set a precedent and will be watched closely by other countries facing similar challenges with tech-facilitated crime. What do you think? Is the Canadian government right to ban the Flipper Zero, or is this an overreach that will do more harm than good? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. It's a conversation worth having. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video informative, please give it a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the latest tech news. See you in the next one.